Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. It's the one video today, but it's a big one and it's a late one. And it's a late one because I didn't want to take any risk. I saw what was happening throughout the day and I was like, no, I've got a feeling there's going to be something tonight. Something's going to kick off. And there hasn't been, but we've got a big amount of news to get through, and both Chelsea and non-Chelsea, and it's going to be hilarious towards the end, so make sure you stick around. To catch all the content as it drops, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, notification bell on, as we are looking forward to Chelsea versus Club America. That's taking place on Wednesday. I will need to see if I'm going to be able to cover that. What time do we play? I need to check what time we play, because obviously time difference and that. I actually don't know what time we're playing. But I'll be dropping my review for that game, so make sure you guys are here for that, and hopefully we've improved. Let's get cracking. Let's get cracking. I can't believe we're talking about this player again. Yeah, and I want to clarify the situation, but it's in the news. Fabrizio's talking about it, and it's up there. So, Victor Osimhen, welcome back to the table. I didn't think you would come back, but here we go. Here it is. Breaking, understand Napoli could be open to discussing Victor Osimhen as part of Lukaku talks with Chelsea. Fabrizio goes on to say, this is Ed Aarons that has gone on to say, Chelsea club sources have previously indicated they would not be willing to pay Victor Osimhen's release clause, but the opportunity to offload Romelu Lukaku from their wage bill could potentially help finance a move for Osimhen. On top of this, Fabrizio on playback went out and said, let's see if Chelsea could find a way with Napoli, because Chelsea always said no clause and no big salary, because Osimhen has a big salary at Napoli. Napoli could be willing to open the door to Osimhen, to Chelsea, in order to bring in Lukaku, but it depends on Chelsea. And that's how it's always been, right? I want to say this, and then I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen. Chelsea, you have the biggest opportunity, to do the most logical, straightforward thing. It's so easy. It's so easy. This is not complicated whatsoever. This deal could not be any more possible than it is right now. Napoli want the move. Osimhen wants the move. Conte wants Lukaku. Lukaku wants to leave. You can't get it any easier than this. And on top of that, you want to know what's funny? Lukaku will take part of that money that we would have to give to Napoli for Victor Osimhen in the first place. So that saves us a little bit of funds. And he's letting go of 315k a week. A good chunk of that we can just give to Osimhen and we'd still be in profit. We'd still be saving. We'd be saving money, right? By literally swapping Osimhen with Lukaku. It cannot get any easier. But Fabrizio's right. For this, he's actually correct. It all depends on Chelsea. Chelsea have the ball here. Chelsea are in full control of this. If Chelsea want to get it done, this deal is so easy to do. But, and this is where, again, I put my hands up and I say, please, 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 Chelsea, prove me wrong. Please, please, prove me wrong. Please, prove me wrong. It doesn't make any more sense than that, I don't believe Chelsea are going to pay a salary like Victor Osimhen is getting at Napoli. But like I've mentioned, it's there ready to do, so easy, because Lukaku's getting 315k a week. We just have to give a portion of that to Osimhen. And this is easy. But I don't even believe Chelsea are going to do that. I think Chelsea will try and offload Lukaku for 35 mil. Boom, that's it, right? That salary is now gone completely. And then we're going to, get a 17-year-old for peanuts and then pay him 50k a week. That's how I think Chelsea are thinking. Whereas, look, I tell you this now. All the young players that we've got, right? If you inject Osimhen and you inject someone like the player I'm about to mention, right? You inject those two. For me, it's a start. I'm happy with that. I can move into the season with a little bit more confidence. right? And go, okay, cool. We now have some pedigree in this team that I've been screaming for nearly 2 years. Yeah, finally. Who? Well, there's the Osimhen story, and there's this. Romeo Agresti and Forza Juve were saying there is some news, unconfirmed at the moment, about a potential offer from Chelsea for Chiesa after his agent was in England. And it's common knowledge, and it's come out today, that Tottenham are actually going for him as well. Well, Tottenham are going for him, but Chelsea going for him is unconfirmed. Maybe it's happened, maybe it's not. We don't quite know. But listen, if Chelsea, with all these young players that we have, right, inject Victor Osimhen, inject Chiesa, finally you're speaking my language. You're finally speaking my language. I will be at peace. I will be at peace. At that point, I can say, okay, we now have some pedigree and some experience and some top tier levels around here. Yeah? That's going to help all these young lads that we have blossom even further. I will be at peace. Are Chelsea going to do that though? I don't know, man. So let's wait and see. But I just have to say, especially for Victor Osimhen, Chelsea, please prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong. I've said this before, weeks ago, and I'll say it again now. If we went into the season with 3 strikers being Osimhen, so top striker, Jackson, someone just off him, and Mark Gu, I will be very happy. Very happy. 3 strikers, each at their own level, everything's covered. We've got Conference League football to think about as well. That I will be confident. I will be confident with that. I'll be confident with that. So please, Chelsea, please, for the love of God, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I beg. That's that. And the same goes for Chiesa, because I think he has something to offer. Anyone that has written him off because of his injuries and whatnot, I think for that fee, I think it's worth the risk. I think it's absolutely worth the risk. So let's wait and see. Now, let's move to a certain player. This is going to get interesting. Enzo Fernandez will join the Chelsea squad for pre-season today. I want to be a fly on the wall over there, for sure. In the States. Where are we now? In Atlanta? I think we're in Atlanta. I'd love to be a fly on the wall. Can you imagine the Chelsea squad and then Enzo Fernandez walks in? It would feel like the Wild West, you know? It feel like the good, the bad, and the ugly. All we'd need is Clint Eastwood to show up and we got ourselves a shootout. Get Clint Eastwood a saloon bar, a couple of whiskeys, a couple of guns, and we are good to go. Yeah? Here's the latest from The Athletic. This one surprised me because how would The Athletic know this? I don't know, but here it is. Enzo Fernandez has apologised. Chelsea are investigating and an internal punishment could follow. But there are no signs his 6 French teammates have accepted the 23-year-old's expressions of remorse. And that's from The Athletic. How have The Athletic known what the 6 French lads in the camp in the States are feeling? That I have to ask. How did you get this information? I'm not protecting Enzo Fernandez here. I'm just saying, Enzo Fernandez has literally shown up to the squad today. Before I think he even arrived, Athletic have a scoop on how the other lads are feeling. I don't know how they've done this. Unless we've got another worm in the squad. Have we got another worm? I thought we got rid of that. You know? I don't know. This one, it didn't sit well with me. It doesn't add up. But it's definitely possible, though. I would not be surprised if the 6 French lads are looking at Enzo like, what's he doing here? I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be shocked. And I think publicly, they'll try and make it look like everything is rosy. Yeah? Everything's cool, it's in the past, it's behind us, cool. But privately, within, if it was 1 guy or 2 guys, I'd be like, yeah, absolutely, it's fine. There's 6 of them. You think all 6 are going to be just on board and cool? Nah. Guaranteed a few of them are going to be like, nah. I don't feel good about this situation. Well, I'll be shocked. If all 6 just went, yeah, it's fine, don't worry, I'd be surprised. So, the only way we're going to find out is by giving it a bit of time and we'll notice how preseason goes. And if Enzo's in the team, we get to see how things are forming on the pitch and what's happening on the pitch and who's passing to who and who's not passing to who and who's got a little grudge and who hasn't. We'll be able to read the signs. So let's just wait and see. Now, talking about the 6 French lads, one of them went on Instagram today at the same time that I think, well, Enzo's showing up. Putting this, where's Fofana on Instagram? Decided to put... correct me if I'm wrong. Is that Goku or is that Vegeta? It's Goku, isn't it? It's Goku. It's Goku with a mask. So Dragon Ball Z lot. I've not watched Dragon Ball Z in years. Since I was a kid. I remember the cards. I remember the show. But I've not watched it in years, man. So I've even forgotten what this means. Any Dragon Ball Z fans in the chat, let me know what Goku is doing. That is Goku, right? Let me know what he's doing and what Fofana is referencing to. Because I ain't got a clue. But Fofana hopefully has better performances going forward, because that last one against Celtic was a horror show. So let's wait and see. Let me know your thoughts down below in regards to that whole saga with Enzo Fernandez, and we'll see what happens. Now, talk about another saga. We're a club full of sagas. This guy... Check this out. Romelu Lukaku is travelling back to Chelsea today to train at Cobham. Lock the doors. Lock the doors. Shut him up. Don't let him in. If his key doesn't work, fine. Go back home. You don't need to train. You're exempt from training. No, we got to get this guy gone. Do you see what I mean? Look, Chelsea, you go and get Victor Osimhen. Lukaku doesn't need to show up to Cobham again. How does that sound? That sounds fantastic, doesn't it? Well, go and get the deal for Osimhen done. Yeah. The longer you take with that, the more he's got to show up to Cobham. That should be an incentive enough to go and get Victor Osimhen over the line. Yeah, that should be incentive. So, Lukaku, let's wait and see what happens there. I've got nothing else to add. Let me know your thoughts. Now, we've got a new kit launch. And finally, it's actually a kit that I deem acceptable. Here it is. The new away shirt for 24-25 has been released. There was an entire video, which for me didn't make sense. Yeah, the video was a nice video. In terms of content, it's great content. Don't get me wrong. And I'm in the space. I know like what it takes to produce that sort of content. It's actually, a lot of work. Yeah. But... I didn't get it. I'm watching, there's this woman in the shirt dancing across a 50s or 60s American diner, and she's hopping around on tables with the shirt on. I'm like, what's going on here? But aside from that, I digress. The shirt is actually a nice shirt. I'm happy with this. This is better than the home shirt. For me, I appreciate this one. This one looks nice. So, I don't understand what Nike were doing with the home shirt. I don't get what the incentive was there. I don't get why they had to ruin it. But it's a way top. I like it. Simple, it's to the point. It's got a nice off-white. It's like a beige cream sort of white. I like it. There's no sponsor on there because we ain't got a sponsor. Again. So, But overall, good shirt. Let me know. Do you like it? Do you not? Let me know down below. Now we get into the interesting bits. If the other bits weren't interesting enough, this is going to be interesting. Check this out. Chelsea are considering a move for 2005-born goalkeeper Mike Penders. Talks are ongoing with Genk, as reported by Bob Fraser. Nothing agreed yet, but club considering move for talented goalkeeper. It not impact the Jorgensen deal. It'd be one for the future if Chelsea decide to proceed. Yeah. Absolutely. Just like all the other 27,000 players we've signed for the future. No problem. At this point, I put it on Twitter, I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea are on the register. I wouldn't be surprised. Get the offenders register out. Oh, Chelsea FC. They're here. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. I don't get it. Look, there's two problems, yeah? If we're signing for the future... What, the others are not for the future? What, are they 28? They're not. They're young as well, just like this guy's young. You know, Jorgensen's exactly not, he's not exactly an OAP. What about Slanina? What's Slanina's future then? You know, what did we buy him for? Or is he going to end up like Petrovic? You know, like what's going on? And there's a second problem. The second problem is, what about these loan spots? If we sign this guy, well, we've got to send him on loan. we've got a limited amount of loans just in case if the club are not aware. Now, unless he's going to Strasbourg, then okay, fine, because he's going to cost less than $1 million. He goes to Strasbourg, cool, we see what happens. But there's been no indicator of Strasbourg. It's all Chelsea here. And this is from Fabrizio. This is all Chelsea. So, what, are we sending him to the academy? Maybe we're sending him to the academy. If he's going to the academy, then fair enough. But he's 18. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on that one. Because, yeah, that was baffling. Now, talking about baffling, this one, this is brilliant. This is phenomenal. Any Jamaicans in the house? Yeah. Any Jamaicans in the house? Respect. Yeah. Mandem, check this out. Steve Bruce could become the new manager of Jamaica. Talks have been made and a decision will happen in 10 days. Jamaica. You know what's going to happen, yeah? This is going to happen. Has to be done. Oh, imagine Steve Bruce in Jamaica. This is gonna be brilliant. You could make a movie of this. This is gonna be funnier than Mike Bassett as the England manager. This is gonna be iconic. Steve Bruce in Jamaica. I'd pay money to watch that. And I hope it happens. I hope it happens. You best believe it's going to come to one of them press conferences like Steve McLaren tried to do in Holland. Do you remember when he tried to put on a Dutch accent? Can you imagine Steve Bruce with a Jamaican accent? Can you imagine Steve Bruce dropping patois? Jamaica, oh mate, Steve Bruce speaking patois. That would be mad. That would be outrageous. Let's wait and see what happens. Jamaica, look after him. He's going to need it. Let's move. Let me know your thoughts on that one. Jamaicans, do you want Steve Bruce? Let me know. Let me know down below. I don't know if you do, if you don't. I have no idea. So let me know. Man United, stadium plans. This sounds big. Manchester United plans to build a 100,000-seater stadium if they move to a new Old Trafford. Sir Jim Ratcliffe prefers a new stadium over renovation, and Man United believes building on adjacent land is feasible, allowing games to continue at Old Trafford during construction. The new stadium is expected to cost around £2 billion and take 6 years to complete, while renovation would cost about half that. And yeah, Old Trafford has a big plot of land next to it that they would be able to build on, no problem. So it's actually quite feasible. It actually is. It should be pretty easy to do. And look, Old Trafford has reached its end, for sure. But you've got the roofs leaking and toilets not working and flipping, water everywhere and flooding's happening and Ronaldo coming out publicly and talking about how the infrastructure is a joke. Like, Old Trafford is now old and it's finished. You do need a new Trafford. Not a new Old Trafford. It's not old. It's going to be new. So call it New Trafford. You might as well call it New Trafford. Unless if Old Trafford has a historical name to it. I don't know. But a New Trafford, I think that would be the way to go for United. And 100,000 would be stupendous. Just like Chris Eubank, senior says, stupendous. It would be. 100,000 would be, wow. That would be mad. For Man United, yes, that is the level that they should be at. So we'll see what happens. And to wrap up, let me know your thoughts on that one. Do you see that stadium happening? Let me know down below. And Arsenal, this one is a weird one. Weird. Riccardo Calafiori was unveiled today, and he looked very, very, very happy. So you can tell he wanted Arsenal all along. But an outgoing player, one of their own. Fulham reached agreement in principle to sign Emil Smith-Rowe from Arsenal. £27 million fee plus £7 million in add-ons. Medical this week. Report Sky Sports. Smith-Rowe. It's crazy, isn't it? Do you remember there used to be the debate, weren't there? Was it the debate of Mason Mount versus Smith-Rowe versus, I think there was a third guy. Who was the third guy? Was it Foden? It might have been Foden. Foden's gone clear. Foden's gone super clear. But Mason Mount had his struggles, so now he's at United and not playing. And Smith Rowe has fizzled out. Proof that not everyone is going to make it. Simple as that. Not everyone's going to make it. So goes off to Fulham, where he will get playing time, and he's got a chance to rejuvenate himself. So we'll wait and see if he's going to do that at Fulham. Let me know if you think he will, or if you think he won't, in the comments. Much appreciated, and I will see all of you tomorrow for a brand new one, or a brand new two. We'll see what happens. If it's a busy one, I'll give you a double upload. If it's not, just the one. So make sure you're here, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell, check out the socials on screen right now, and don't forget the second channel, link in the description, new content, and you're going to be getting some pretty good vlogs that are going to be coming up in the next few weeks, as I am going to be moving about. So make sure you're staying tuned and you're there for all the content as it drops. Thank you all so much, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Have a good one, people. In a bit, take care, and peace.